New at 4, caring for our kids now. Heat stroke can obviously be a killer, and young children are at the greatest risk of becoming victims. On average, across the country, 38 children die in hot cars every year. Well, Dr. Ryan Redmond, ER Director at Children's Hospital, joins us now. It's good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, how do these tragedies usually happen?
Well, usually this is something that can be chalked up to kind of distraction, oversight. They're things that when people are out of their routines, oftentimes they can kind of forget because they've got other things on their mind, and obviously the results can be very tragic with it.
Horrifying. Take us through, if you will, what happens to a child's body during heat stroke?
So during heat stroke, their core temperature rises up to level usually about 104 degrees when they start to have symptoms. Yeah. That can happen really fast in kids. It happens a lot faster than it does in adults. They have a greater surface area, they have less cooling mechanisms. In a car, it gets very hot very quickly, so it can happen in a matter of minutes and be very dangerous.
And so scary for the child to go through as well.
Absolutely, and it's one of those things that, again, especially in this era of where, you know, so much of what we're doing is not part of our regular routines,
that's
that
true.
You need to be very careful that when you're doing something different, that you have as a part of your regular routine, that you check the back seat, even when you know that you don't have your child with you. Just make it part of your routine. Put something in the back seat to remind you to look back there, something important like purse or keys, cell phone, something along those lines that force you to do that, because it can happen to anybody.
You mentioned that in the notes that we saw. It can happen to the best of parents, and it's hard for people who see these things happen to wrap their minds around.
Absolutely. It's, we all get distracted. We all have a million things going on. And, it is one of those things that you just hate to see something that can be so tragic from something that is just human nature. So you really need to kind of force those things to make you look, make you think, make you realize that, okay, yes, this is different than usual. I need to make sure that, I'm accounting for everyone that's in the car.
Yeah, make a habit of checking the back seat. That's just really one thing that's so important.
Absolutely.
All right, Doctor, thank you so very much. And if you have a question about your child's health that you would like for a doctor to answer from Children's Hospital, send me an email at ltucker@wate.com, and then tune into Channel 6 every Thursday at 4 to see if we answer your question on the air.